Hello, Helmut Flash here, and I want to point out something about the phenomenon of an iceberg. You know, the Titanic type of thing. Anyway, we know that the top of the iceberg, which looks out of the water, is like about one third or something than what is under the water. Two thirds are under the water. Some number like that. So imagine yourself that what you see is the goal you want to reach in your practice. Okay, and yet that's what you want, but you need to avoid the pitfalls of the knowledge, the thing you don't know, the two-thirds which is under the water and which you don't see. Let's just say that's the knowledge base you need about basic business practices. And basic business practices are much less mechanical and do this and do this. And they're way, way less percentage orientated the way they teach you in colleges. And they are much more an emotional intelligence level. There is some really basics. And yes, most likely, if I tell you some of those basics, you say, well, I heard that. The question is, you're not doing it. That it's just, if you're not actually doing well, and what does well mean? Does it well mean we need to be Steve Jobs and Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and whatever? No, we don't. But doing well means making the money you feel to make for your lifestyle and doing it without having necessarily always to go to work at a certain time. Basically, doing it, still having time to do the stuff you fancy, whether that is creating more new businesses with that money you have, whether that is spending way more time golfing or playing tennis or cruising around the world, being with your kids, whatever it is, okay? Whatever it is, this is what we're talking about doing well. And if you're not doing that, you're missing some of the very basics. The very, very, very basic. There is nothing else but those basics. If your life doesn't work out like that, if you're a highly educated person like a dentist and a doctor, which is practice owner, which we mainly consult, if you are such a person and you do not, you basically go, well, dentistry is not anymore what it is cracked up to be, then I'm telling you, no, you are not you are not what you're cracked up to be, supposed to be. You basically too much like any professional in the world, from a chef to a mechanic to a doctor, believe that doctoring and doing the profession well is all it takes. Well, it's not. Maybe it was one day. I really don't know. It wasn't since I'm in practice management, which is more than 30 years, 35 almost. It wasn't when I worked for other people. Okay. It never was in my lifetime. And it probably becomes less and less and less. Fact is, there are many pillars, many corners, many, whatever you want to call them. If you do not know how to do them, how to hire people, how to train people, where to put the people who you hire and to train, how to market. If you do not basically know how to arrange this thing in a synergistic way, you're missing out. And that is those two-thirds below. And if you basically try to play the game and reach your goal without recognizing the two-thirds of the knowledge needed and of the problems which will come at you, lay under the water, hidden from you at this moment, you don't know them, then like the Titanic, you will crash. That's just all there is to it. Give us a call. Find out in a discovery call what we maybe can do for you. And by the way, when we do something for a doctor, for a dentist, we not only build his practice, at least not lately, we put you also into a second business. Usually, or all the time at this moment, it used to be other businesses also like real estate, but now it is the affiliate program. Basically, sell from a bottle of wine to eyeglasses to T-shirts to online courses, do gold and silver, do insurances, do whatever it may be. No, you don't need to be an insurance agent because you're not selling anything. You're just directing people to the right sources, manufacturers and wholesalers and agencies or whatever who want to sell, who instead of hiring salespeople or instead of having franchisees, they now call this thing affiliate. You direct traffic into their direction and they immediately from a third party, such as wherever the ad was running or the item was sold, you get the money. It is enormously clean, beautiful. Nobody will ever know who is selling what, except for the big company. Like if you sell a tennis racket, then whatever that brand of tennis racket is probably what sells. You just need to put it in front of people, and then they will, people go there and buy. You, the middleman, are known forever, which for most of you dentists is a good thing, because most of you, well, it's not really a good thing. It wouldn't matter. But for most of you dentists, you think it's a good thing, because most of you just simply don't want to be associated with anything else but your profession, because it is diminishing your reputation. Bullshit, but so what? You can think so. This is perfect, because it doesn't, because you can sell anything, anywhere in the world, anything which sells already super well, which pays already a super well commission, and which sells well in a certain area. And if that item stops selling, well, we sell another one, which sells somewhere well and whatever. And the very system to set up to grow your own business will be doing that. So there's no extra thing needed, no extra money to pay me for it, no extra knowledge, no extra work. Basically, with building your practice, that, 30, that 70 some percent, which is under the thing, by teaching you that, by learning you that, including the mechanical steps of today's internet world and all that, you will be able to literally put a tremendous amount of other businesses, other items on it. And by doing so, you will have an unbreakable economy, because no matter what happens in your area and in your profession, you can give people what they need and want at the moment, anywhere they need and want it. Give us a call. You will love it. The chances that you sign up will probably be no more than 20 to 30%, because that's our average closing ratio. But those 70, even 80% of people who do not sign up, I'm telling you, they love it, because they just learned of how this whole thing could work. And by doing so, they have, out of this whole hole which was below, they gotten, this iceberg which was under the water, they gotten part of it and go, interesting. And you start looking more towards it. And the chances for you after that to pick up something you may like and what may fit you well is going to be much higher. So you will love it anyway. Give us a call. The conversation will be with me. You will love it.